I want to make this video, maybe help some people out that are having problems with their sunroof rattling like I did. So it took me a while to find it, but I found out if I push up right here, now I fixed that already, but if I would push up right here next to the sunroof, I would hear the rattle. It took me a while to figure that out, but that's where it's coming from. And then I noticed up here, there's a screw right there, and that screw was loose on this side and the other side it wasn't, and every time I'd hit a bump you would hear a little rattle up in here. So that screw needed to be tightened. So obviously to tighten it you'd have to take the whole headliner out, which that's too much work. So what I figured out is if I pull this rubber piece out right here, this guy, that just comes out. You just pull that out and then you can see that screw there. And then you get, they sell these at Lowe's and Home Depot, these M5, these metric nuts. It's like 50 cents for a 2-pack. But you just get 2 of them, and you'll need an 8mm wrench. And what you can do is you just take those nuts, right, and you just double nut it from the other side. So now without dropping them, because there's little holes down in there, but you just thread them on like that, put the one on, and then you put the other one right on top of it, tighten them 2 together, and then once you got those 2 nuts tightened, you can take the bottom nut, get your wrench on it, and you can go left, loosen as if you were loosening the bottom nut up to the top nut, and that'll start tightening your bolt without having to take all your headliner out to tighten it up. So basically look like this. You get that one on, you get the other one on top of it, see, and then you tighten those 2 up to tighten them up next to each other. Oh, excuse me. And I don't even have an 8mm wrench. I got a 5/16, and that kind of fit. I mean, it kind of marred up the nut a little bit, but and then you tighten those 2 together. Just take your 5/16 wrench in there. It's a tight fit, and then you go that way with it, left on the bottom nut, because you're on the other side of the little bolt. But that fixed it right up. When I did that, take the nuts off. Here again, just there's a little hole that's down in there. Last thing I want to do is drop it down in there. It'd be a nightmare to get that out. But I mean, that's basically it. And now, I mean, if I got my hand here and I'm pushing up, there's no rattle anywhere. And this bolt, it's nice and tight down in there. I mean, nothing's going anywhere. So just one way, maybe if your rattle, if it's coming from this area, check here, and if it is, that's one way to fix it. So just maybe help a couple people out if they're having a hard time finding out.